has been my new obsession. She's the best dog ever. In the kitchen. I guess now I can say where I used to live. A super cute little heart mug from Anthropologie. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. We're gonna do a little day in my life. It's Thursday. What's the exact date? June 20th. And today we get the keys to our new apartment, which I'm so excited to be in a new space. Anytime I move apartments, I just feel like it gives me a clean slate. And I don't know, I just always feel inspired to be productive. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just feel like it gives me a new slate. And I'm really excited to move. I'm not excited to move stuff. On Sundays when we're actually doing the big move and moving from this apartment to the other apartment, I'm not looking forward to that, because if you've ever moved without movers, it's not fun. It's super hot in Austin, so that's gonna be also not fun, but I'm excited to be in a new space. But today we get the keys to that apartment, so we're gonna go over there. I'll show you guys what it looks like empty, do a little empty apartment tour. I mentioned this in another video, but basically we're moving because the rent here is ridiculously expensive, and we could be saving so much more. So much more if we moved into a cheaper apartment. So that's what we're doing. And also the other apartment has a yard and we have a dog. And a yard is just gonna be a game changer. But before we do any of that, I have a doctor's appointment in an hour, or 9:30. I have been putting off going to the doctor for so long. I have not gone to any doctor, dentist, gynecologist, just a general practice doctor, since I moved to Austin 4 years ago, which is not good. I know, I don't need to hear it, I know, but I finally made all those appointments. So we're gonna get checked out and just make sure everything's working as it should. I feel like I really don't have any big health concerns, at least not that I'm aware of. I really don't know what to expect from this appointment, being that I don't really have any big concerns that I'm coming with, but it'll be nice to just make sure everything's looking good, especially since Kevin and I are wanting to start a family. I think it's just important to get the okay, you know what I mean? But I need a shower because I just need a shower. So we're gonna do that first. Okay, I have literally 15 minutes until I have to leave. So we're gonna go with the no makeup. I don't need this. What am I doing? No makeup look. I'm gonna go in with Kiehl's as always. If it'll focus, this stuff is my holy grail. I love it so stinking much. I did recently get my eyelashes and my brows done, literally a week ago. Oh my gosh. But my lashes did not stick at all. They're already looking rough, and I kind of feel I knew that was gonna happen. I was getting what's the word? Almost buyer's remorse after I got my lashes done, because I was just that was so expensive. It's so expensive. Wire lash extensions, so expensive. It's ridiculous. But they literally didn't even last a full week. I mean, they look fine, but I've lost so many lashes. Do you see? Maybe. They look fine, but they're looking rough, and it's literally been a week. One thing I don't regret though is getting my brows tinted, shaped, laminated. They look phenomenal every time she does them. They look so good. And my lashes looked really good too. I go to a girl named Kim. Her handle is Skin by Kim on Instagram. She does a phenomenal job. I think my lashes have just been growing like crazy because, if you remember, I freaking mention it in every video, I ripped out my lashes, and so then I got this prescription to make my lashes grow, and she told me to keep applying it still, and I think that's why I've lost so many lashes, because they're just growing like crazy, you know what I mean? Anyways, brows look phenomenal, and it's so nice to literally just brush them up and be done. I'm gonna go in with this Saie Star Glow Glowy Super Gel. This stuff has been my new obsession. It makes your face look so freaking glowy, and I love the consistency of it. It doesn't feel gross on my face. It feels literally like moisturizer, even though it's technically not moisturizer. That's kind of the consistency it's giving. but it just gives your face such a beautiful glow. I like picked it up at Sephora. You know how at Sephora they have all the minis right by the checkout line so that you spend more money. But I mean, it works because I picked up a few things, and one of the things I picked up was this Say Starka Super Gel, but like the mini, and I ran out of the mini so fast, so I picked up the big one. I think that's all we're gonna do, you guys, actually. Maybe some blush. Give me some color. Last weekend was one of my friend's birthdays, and we rented a boat and we went out on Lake Conroe, and I got such a nice tan, and I feel like that solved 99% of my problems, at least when it comes to like my appearance and how I feel about myself, because now that I have my tan, I feel 20 times better about myself. So I'm gonna try to keep up with my tan. I will be laying out periodically so that this tan does not go away because it's Gorgina. Okay, I think that's it for my makeup, my face. Having these lashes and my brows definitely makes this process a lot quicker. I'm gonna put on like the tiniest amount of brow gel just because even though they are laminated, they still move around a little bit. So we're gonna put this Got to Be Glued, my holy grail, little brow gel on the brows. And then I just need lip gloss and we're ready to go. Okay. I need to leave. Alright, just got done at the doctor's. He said I was as healthy as can be. We talked about my varicose veins, which if you didn't know, I'm a nurse. I'm on my feet a lot. I started getting like varicose veins on my left leg. And he said they looked fine, that if they get worse or if I start getting like swelling or like increased pain to like come back. But other than that, we're good. Got some labs done. Fun fact about me, I almost pass out every single time I get my labs drawn, an IV put in, like anything. It sets off like a vasovagal reflex and I get really clammy. My like vision starts getting blurry. I almost pass out every single time. I've passed out once from getting a shot, but other than that, every single time I get a shot, like anything, I almost pass out, which is so crazy because I'm a nurse. I do lab draws, I give shots, I do all that stuff all the time, but something about it being my body, I just cannot do it. So like now I've gotten into the habit of every time I'm getting lab draws, I let them know like, hey, I'm probably gonna get really clammy, pass out, or like get really dizzy while I'm here. This guy, I wish I got his name. I like want to give him a Daisy Award, which if you didn't know what a Daisy Award is, it's like an award you give nurses that like take care of you, that do like an exceptional job. He was such an amazing nurse. He drew my labs and he was just the best at distracting me. I did almost pass out. He said I went in and out like almost 4 times, which is so crazy because like I felt like I knew it was happening, but I didn't think I actually like almost passed out. But apparently I did. But it was just like the best and he was great. And I was in there a little bit longer than I feel like you normally would be to get labs drawn, but I just almost passed out. And now I have a little headache, which happens. But yeah, we just did routine lab work. I should get those results on my portal, and they said that unless there's something that's like concerning, that I'll just like get the results on my portal and like they won't call me. And then he was like, you look healthy, unless something changes, you really don't have to come every year, like if you want to come every other year. So we didn't even like make an appointment for that, but I'm glad I went. If you haven't gone to the doctor, go to the doctor, especially if you have like insurance and you can do that. Like you never know when things are going to change. It's better to be safe than sorry. And that's like with anything, like a weird mole, going to your OBGYN, going to get like those recommended checks that are like yearly, bi-yearly or whatever. Go to the doctor, make that appointment. Don't put it off. I wouldn't consider myself a hypochondriac, but I definitely think that I'm gonna get diagnosed with something that's like super rare and crazy. So I always put off going to the doctor because I'm scared that they're gonna tell me something I don't want to hear, but it's very important to take care of your health. But while I was at my appointment, Kevin went over to our new apartment. He got the keys and right now I'm about to go pick them up from him so we can go to the apartment and do a little empty apartment tour so you guys can see it. I'm excited. I haven't even seen the exact unit that we're gonna be living in yet because when we were touring them, they showed us a different one. But I'm excited to see what it looks like and decorate it. And yeah, I'm gonna be a good wife and I'm gonna take Kevin Chick-fil-A to work. Partially because I'm hungry and I want it, but I know he'll appreciate it greatly.
You guys got the keys, first of all. Secondly, well, Kevin was very appreciative of the Chick-fil-A I brought him. He said he literally stopped by Chick-fil-A this morning for breakfast. And he almost didn't tell me. He like hid his like coffee cup. And he was like, I'm so appreciative of you, but I got Chick-fil-A this morning. Which something in my head told me maybe you should text him and ask him if he wants lunch. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna surprise him. But now he has lunch. But I got the keys to the apartment and then our little welcome packet. They gave us some papers about like registering our car for parking so we don't get towed. And then there's like a app to open the gate and it's like not working. So I'm gonna probably stop by the office to see about getting those situated. And then also I have to do the inventory and condition form, which basically is so we can get our deposit back if there's damage that's like already done to the unit before we move in. Let's see if the lights are on. We do have electricity, guys. Welcome to our new apartment. Let's see. This unit is smaller. Our old apartment was like massive, but also keep in mind it was also like $800 more expensive. So I'm like totally okay with this apartment being smaller. Okay, so I'm all over the place. As soon as you walk in the door, you see the living room, and then we have a nice island. And then this is the kitchen. Pretty standard. This unit does not have enough room for our dining table, so my mom's gonna be taking the dining table and we will just be using the kitchen island as our like table. And then we have our guest bathroom with a nice big old tub. You guys know I love a tub. Pretty standard bathroom. And this room over here is our spare bedroom, which will be our like office / guest room. Nice decent sized closet. There's a washer and dryer, and then this little nook. I think it's supposed to be like a little office space, but I think we're gonna make it into a little coffee bar, but that's TBD. And then we have the master bedroom with a bathroom, which looks like that. One sink, which is not ideal, but Kevin and I basically use different bathrooms anyways. We got a nice big garden tub and then a pretty decent sized closet. Okay, and then the best part of this whole freaking apartment, at least in my opinion, is the fact that we have a yard for Miss Maple, and it's a pretty decent sized freaking yard. That leads to the like clubhouse and the pool. And it goes all the way over there. And then we have this nice like patio area that we'll probably like, you know, buy some chairs, all of that fun stuff. But this is the apartment. Hold on, let me turn these lights on. What is our lighting situation like? I'm definitely gonna need to get different bulbs because these are all so dim. And y'all know how I feel about my dim lighting. I don't love it. But this is where I'll be recording all my new videos. I'm gonna eat my Chick-fil-A wrap. I am a little sad about the fact that we won't have our dining room table like in this unit, but it's gonna be really nice saving $800 a month. I guess now I can say where I used to live, because by the time this video comes out, we will be fully moved out of that apartment. We used to live at the Perch off of Menchaca. Really nice, really modern, really new apartment, but we were paying like $2,600 for a 2-bed, 2-bath, which, like I said, it was massive, it was new, lots of nice amenities, but also for like being so south and like not even close to downtown. Sorry, I swear, it sounded like somebody was about to come into this apartment. They were probably next door, but it sounded so close. But basically what I was saying is it was way too expensive, and it wasn't even downtown, it was super south, and I just think it was overpriced, and we weren't saving as much as we want to be saving, or like putting away for saving, because we were spending so much money on rent. This apartment right now, which is 2 bed, 2 bath, I think it's like 980 square feet, something like that. It's less than $1,000. We are paying $1,700, which is like close to $800 to $900 cheaper. And I will say, I think we're gonna try to like mentally still pay the same for rent, but just put the money that we're saving in this apartment to savings, which will be really nice because I feel like we'll be able to save so much this year. It was so hard to save money this past year, being that we just got married and paid for a really expensive wedding, and then we're paying an arm and a leg for rent. But I'm about to fill out this inventory form. Basically, I just have to make sure everything is like nice. And if there's any markups, jot it down. Okay, I'm back home. I've made a good amount of progress when it comes to like packing. So, cleared out all of the drawers in the bathroom. This is one of the tubs I filled up. And then I also filled this one up. I went through my clothes, kind of separated what I don't want. This clothes I'm taking with me. Don't want those shoes. I cleared up all of that. And then also all of my shoes, which were back here. I cleared up my nightstand. And then these are all of my shoes. I have some purses in there too. Our apartment's a mess. Do not mind it. I bought these moving bags off of Amazon and they are incredible. It's what I used to pack up my shoes, but they're massive. I bought a pack of 6 for like 30 bucks. They feel like they're gonna be really heavy duty. And like I've mentioned, they're massive and they fit so much. And then you can just like fold them up when you're done and put them away, which is so convenient. I'm about to start packing up this little bookshelf. I'm gonna put all the books in a suitcase so that I can roll them and we don't break our backs trying to like pick up a suitcase with a ton of books. But I just wanted to update you guys. We have 5 days. Hold on, let me move. The light's weird. We have 5 days to move everything and be out of this apartment. Today's the 20th. Our lease ends here on the 25th. So I'm trying to not get stressed out. I feel like I work really well under pressure, so I think it's gonna go well and smooth. I have high hopes. The plan is today, Thursday, pack up as much as I possibly can. Friday I work, will not be getting anything done tomorrow. Saturday my mom's coming to town and we are going to pack up everything. Like everything is gonna be lined up by the door ready because Sunday morning we rented a U-Haul and we're gonna be making the big move. And then Monday, we're gonna come back here, clean everything so we get that deposit back. And then once we're done, we'll just like leave the keys in here and turn this place in and then deal with the mess of unpacking everything into our new apartment. So it's gonna be hectic and busy, but I'm ready to like just be done with this place. Love it, loved it here. I hated having to take her out at night. It's gonna be so nice to just open the door, which speaking of, I didn't film, I showed you guys the backyard, but I didn't show you guys like the issue that we have. So first of all, this is Miss Maple. She's a Dachshund Cocker Spaniel mix. She is my pride and joy, my angel. She's the best dog ever. Her only flaw, her one and only flaw, is that she will bolt. She will leave. Her life is incredible and great here. She doesn't care. She will bolt. So with that being said, the yard at our apartment is great. It's a big size, but before we let her roam around, we're gonna have to put up some chicken wire because there are some areas along the fence where there's a gap in between the bottom of the fence and then the ground level. And she is the type to squeeze under and get away. So I'll probably end up doing that on Saturday or sometime before Sunday. I'm just gonna buy chicken wire and like line the bottom of the fence. So that's kind of annoying, but honestly, I don't care. I'm just happy we have a yard. working non-stop. Took a few things from my car, but I need a little soda pop break. I have a Diet Coke, caffeine free, keyword caffeine free. I used to drink sodas at night and wonder why I couldn't sleep at night. And it's because sodas have caffeine in them. And even though you might think it's not enough caffeine to affect you, I bet you it does affect your sleep. So I got the caffeine free ones. Usually I get Coke Zero because I prefer Coke Zero over Diet Coke, but did an H-E-B order and they swapped it out because there wasn't any Coke Zero in stock. I need to do dishes tonight and pack up all of our dishware. I haven't even touched the kitchen yet. I did my bathroom. The living room is essentially like packed up. We just have to like move the big stuff. And then there's Kevin's room, but honestly, I'm gonna let him take over that. Got the soda and the super cute little heart mug from Anthropologie. And then this stuff right here, coconut cream coffee mate. 0 sugar creamer is the best. Make yourself a little dirty Dr. Pepper, dirty Coke. Now, if I wanted to be extra, I would pop half of a lime, but these are going bad. Like this one feels gross. They both feel really squishy. So we're just gonna drink it like so. We are at the new apartment. We unloaded a little bit of things. Just some bags right there.